Hi fellow travellers, today I would like to show you how to get the No Man's Sky base building tools and utils into Blender so you can start constructing bases outside of the game and be all awesome and stuff. So the first thing you're going to need is Blender 4.1. You can get this on Steam, you can get this from the internet on their own website, but if you've got Steam it's all available. Just search it up in Steam and download. It's free. Once you've got it, it'll be in your library, and you can click the play button, and it'll load up to this and give you Blender. Now, what we want are the tools to be able to build No Man's Sky bases. We have No Man's Sky Base Builder, which gives you lots of handy bits and bobs, the ability to export and import your base from the game. All the parts you could ever dream of. I don't think this has been updated to the latest Adrift yet. DJ Monkey is hard at work on his own game. I'm sure if we nudge him enough, he will, when he's got some spare time, will update the base building app. And then you've got No Man's Sky utils, even more tools for you to use to do groovy stuff. Right, so let's show you how to do this, to install everything. The first thing you're going to need actually is the save editor to extract your game saves and be able to pull them over into this. So if you load up your favorite internet browser on the interweb, if you go to just search in Google or your favorite search engine for Goat Fungus No Man's Sky save editor, it will bring you to the GitHub page. Everything you need is in GitHub. You're going to want the latest version of this. If you go down the screen, it says download the latest version of the save editor. So whack that button, that will download, and it will be in your downloads folder or wherever you tell your downloads to go. What's that? Don't need that. Yeah, so it'll be in your downloads folder in a file. Let me find mine because you might have to extract it because I think it's a zip file, but you just extract it to the thing. Let me find the actual file. There we go, No Man's Sky Base Builder. And if you right click that, extract all, put where you want it to extract it to, and then click extract. That'll extract it, leaving you the folder. And yeah, I've renamed it because I've got a couple of editors. Yeah, and then to get it started, run this No Man's Sky Save Editor back. I have actually put a link to it. If you you can drag that over to your desktop to create a shortcut, or right click on it, and which is an easy way probably. Create shortcut. Show more options. That would help. And create. Where's this shortcut button? There it is. Look, right there. I'm blind. Create shortcut, and then drag it to your desktop. So I have it here. So what you do is you open this. But we'll get to this after we've installed all the bits we need in Blender. So make sure the Blender is up to date, 4.1. Got your goat fungus save editor. Right, that's done. Right, you will need a BPY, point cloud visualizer. So if you search up in GitHub, in your thingy, or copy this, write that down, and go to there. If you search in Google for BPY and space GitHub, it will bring you, should bring you to this page. This is the one you want. There's a few out there, but I find this one actually works. Go to code, go to download zip, click on that, download it. It will put it in your downloads folder. And then you want the base builder. So this is the path. And once again, in your search engine, search for No Man's Sky base builder, GitHub, and it will bring you here. You want the latest release on the side there, 2.1.2, latest release. And then the same again for the No Man's Sky's utils, which there's the address. Copy that down, or type in to your favorite search engine, No Man's Sky util space GitHub. It will bring you here. Download the latest. So we've got our 4 things downloaded. We've got Blender. Now to get these tools into Blender, you want to go to Edit, and then Preferences, and then Add-ons. Yep. And then click this wee little button up here, Install. Point it to your Downloads folder. And then we have the BPY master zip. Do that first. Install. Click Install. Should give you no messages whatsoever, or it might just pop up and say installed. But that should automatically be turned on when you do it. Do the same for the util, and do the same for the base builder. This is my latest one. See, today I had to update mine. So yep, go install all 3 of them. Make sure they are enabled. Sometimes it doesn't enable them. So if it comes up when you install it and it's a little box, just tick the box to make sure it's highlighted. Because sometimes they don't. There's my utils. And there's the No Man's Sky base builder. See, both ticked, both on. BPY should not have a little tick box. It just installs. You'll know if you've done it right because these will appear. You have a little arrow on the side. You see me when I first started the video. Let me see if I open a new general. Yeah, see this little tiny arrow there? If you click that, all your items on the side will appear. Right, so now we can get into building stuff. But first you need your base. So we can't just import the base because we've got nothing to import. This is where the save editor comes in. So load up your save editor that we did earlier. Automatically, I think, when you install this, it will automatically point you to your Steam directory. If you have Steam, if you have GOG, or you're playing on Xbox Games Pass Ultimate, then there are different paths. The GOG one is literally, if you go to File, Open File Path, go one up from the Steam folder, this default user, that's GOG. So you just click Open, and that'll pull in your save from GOG, Trice Constructed Obi. There you go. So, and if you're on Xbox, you have to go all the way back to your local folder. I just went one too far. Let me do that again. So go to local, and then go to packages. Packages. And then go to Hello Games, No Man's Sky, and then System App Data. Then WGS, and this long string of numbers, and this, click open, is your Xbox save. There you go. But to do that, for the Xbox save to work, you must, before you pull the file in, you must make sure you've got a fresh copy of it. So load the game up on your PC, just load it up, make sure you can see all your save games in it, close it down. Edit, once you've edited it and put it back, you need to run the game on the PC for it to be able to transfer over to the Xbox. If you only play it on the PC, that's not a problem. But if you want it on your Xbox, you have to load up the game on the PC after you've edited it. Make sure you go in-game to the save that you edited and save it on the PC. Come back out of the game, close it all down, start up your Xbox. It should pull over on the cloud sync. You have to check the dates to make sure, and times of your save to make sure it's the right one, because sometimes cloud sync doesn't sync properly, and you have to do it a couple of times for it to get the right one. But just keep an eye on that. But we'll put this back to the Steam folder, which is in roaming. Hello Games, No Man's Sky, and there I am. Click open, and there's all my stuff. So we need a base. We'll take the Green Ranger save, because I know there's a base in there, and we go up here to edit. Once this is loaded, you've got all your stuff in there. We don't need any of that for base editing. We just need to edit the raw JSON, which will bring up this screen. This has all changed a little bit since the last update before Adrift. So now all your stuff is in here. Base context, this folder. You want player state data, this folder. Open that up, and all your player state data is in there. Everything. Ooh. But we want the bases, so they are here. Persistent player bases. When you open that, you'll have all your bases there. And if I remember rightly, base 21 is not mine. This is mine. This is base. If you name it in game, say Blender base, then it's easy for you to find and know which one it is. But it should be your last base placed in game. It will be the last one of yours on your list. If there's anybody else's bases in the system that you're in, they will be underneath that. None of these three are my bases. You see, if you go to owner, see that belongs to Profighter. That one belongs to UE 1500. And obviously that one belonged to Sir Blackman. So this is the one I want. If I click on the 20, just double check that it is that one. Yeah. Double click on the 20, make sure you're not on any of the others. Then come over to this window. Make sure your cursor's in there. Click Control, hold Control on your keyboard and click A to select everything. And then keep your finger on Control and click C to copy everything. And then what you want to do is go back to Blender. and click import, and that is it. Because there was nothing at the base, just a computer, you've got your base computer. Now you can start adding stuff. What you have to sort of realize in Blender is there's no terrain. You don't see the game terrain, you just see your computer. So what I have a habit of doing, if it's very undulated and the terrain's all over the place, is I can plonk flags down. So you can mark a hill out, put a flag at the base of the hill, flag halfway up the hill, flag at the top of the hill. So at least you've got an idea of where the terrain is. And then when you pull it into Blender, you will see the flags. So you know where the terrain is. I will go over all of that on another video. This was just to get you up and going into Blender. You've got your base builder app. Obviously we've imported. This is pretty much straightforward. You've got your parts down here. So if I want a launching pad, there we go, we've got a launching pad. Now if I want to duplicate the launching pad, there's a little button up there. We can duplicate it and move it out of the way. To snap them together, I'd highlight both. Click this little button here, snap. Doesn't work properly every time because some parts don't snap like we should think they did, and some parts do. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if I no, it won't snap at all. You have to manually place these little buggers. But some stuff's easier to put in game. Some stuff is easier to put in here. Now if I don't save that, if I sort of show you something, this would be this is the Thunderdome that I created. So you notice how these bits down there are on the ground. Next to the computer. And so the ball will float above the ground, just ever so slightly. This is floating in the air. And then we've got the inside. So you can do awesome stuff like this with this app. And in Blender, once you've done it and want it back into the game, make sure you select your No Man's Sky base builder, and we do the opposite. So you'll export No Man's Sky, click that, go back to the save editor. It will all be where you left it. And keep all this highlighted and everything. Make sure your little cursor's over there. Click Control, hold Control down and push V on the keyboard. V for Victor. And that will paste all of that information from Blender into here. If you now can see, there is lots and lots of information in here. Yep. So that's done. Just click on another base, and it tells you the JSON data has changed. Do you wish to apply these changes? Save file. Click yes. Close that. Make sure this is on main. You must save them changes. Saving it in the raw JSON isn't good enough. You've got to save the changes on top of that. So click the save changes, and that's it. Load up your game, go to that base, and it will all be there. If you don't do the flag topology thing and that, you might have to go in and out of Blender a few times to sort of position things in the right place and make sure that they're not sunken in the ground and all of that sort of stuff. But that is basically how it works, what you need to install the stuff, and how to get your space out and edit it in Blender and put it back. Obviously, you can do a lot of things in this. Um, I have a couple of other videos explaining how to do some stuff and that. I will eventually get some more videos done and explaining, or just ask and I can guide you in the right direction. So yes, that's the new version of Blender running the base building plugin and the utils plugin. Everything works fine as far as I am aware. I've not come across any problems yet. If you get stuck, just give me a message. I'll be glad to help. I will put all the links to these in the description of the video, so you shouldn't have to search them up or what. And if you're running Blender 3.6 or 3.0 because it didn't used to work in this, as long as your apps are all up to date, it should work. You might have to reinstall a couple of them when you update, but apart from that, you should be good to go. Thank you for watching. Good luck in your endeavours and go build something awesome. See you next time. Thank you very much.